Happy Lazy Sunday. The purpose of this is to reflect a little bit on Senge chapter 12 and kind of ask myself, as far as the staff at Haven at Skyview, are we a learning community? And based on the reading and kind of thinking and praying on it, my answer is no, but we strive to be. I kind of serve on multiple teams within the building. The first being the A team, and I think that's the closest we are to a true learning community. The A team, we're a little divided in that you've got the building administrative types, and then you have the sped heads like me who run the special ed compliance portion of it. And we are very good at being able to disagree. We will hash it out. We will go to the mattresses, but what I like about us is, for example, there's one particular member who is kind of the contrary voice no matter what, but she is really, really good at being able to move forward as long as she's felt heard. And I think you need those contrary voices because those are valid perspectives. Not always that you agree, but valid perspectives. And we do a good job of being able to suspend our assumptions with one another. Where I see us fail, or maybe not fail, but where we need to grow, is when I look at our PLCs. For example, I oversee the middle school EBD PLC, and I think my biggest challenge with that one is we are just not at a point where these teachers are interested in participating in shared decision making. And what I mean by that is, if you've read the materials that I've written for this course, we've had a lot of turnover with staff, and that's not uncommon. We've got a lot of teachers who maybe this is their first teaching assignment, or they're not certified, they just don't have the experience. So they are really in survival mode. And what they're looking at from me as the facilitator is not to guide discussion or create those conditions. It's more that they are looking for me to give them a directive and tell them how to get this done. So we're not there. I hope we will be there as they grow in confidence, but that's not really where they're at. And on the flip side, another team that I ended up working with slightly, actually this week, our dual diagnosis elementary team. They are facilitated by one of the other lead teachers, and she struggled all year. And you've got some really strong personalities who are not interested in, sorry, that's my daughter. Hold on, baby, I'm almost done, okay? They are not interested in that shared decision making. They don't have good dialogue. It's very accusatory, very one-sided. There is no effort to take a perspective other than the one that you hold. And it's pretty dysfunctional, and things get a little ugly there. And I saw that. I had to go in and talk about some situations that are coming up next year, and it's just not really working. And apparently this is not uncommon in this building. So we've got a long way to go there. But what I really took from the Senge was this idea that participating in this process, that having these discussions is a skill to be learned. And as a special ed person, this really clicks with me because, for example, my students, we teach them these skills. We teach them, how do you follow directions? You look at the person, you say, okay, you do the task right away, you check back. And so what we need to do is be more forgiving of ourselves. That is just a skill we haven't learned yet. And that's okay. And really what it comes down to when you're in these situations, whether it's the A team, which is a little more functioning, my team full of newbies, or this kind of dysfunctional team with the elementary crew, that it really comes down to your ability to facilitate. And that perhaps I need to lighten up on myself a little bit, because just as having these conversations is a skill to be learned, facilitating these conversations is also a skill to be learned. And I thank you for the course, because you've really designed a course that has allowed me to start getting some of that practice and grow in my confidence. So thank you very much.